What's up, YouTube? Welcome to Beauty and Caprice. I am Caprice and thank you for joining me. So today I am doing a smoky look, obviously. And I'm gonna go ahead and say it. It's very simple, okay? A simple smoky eye. Yes, I am using my eyeshadows from the Sangria palette and the Martini palette. However, today this look was actually inspired, sorry I had to grab my phone, was inspired by a look that I seen on Instagram, and I'm pulling it up for y'all to see. Okay, and this look was by Xmaite. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's Xmaite. But anyway, can you see it? Yeah, that's the look. She did a pictorial. So she used the Jackie Aina palette, but the colors were so similar to the colors that I have in both of my palettes that I decided to try to do it myself. Now, I did use one color from the Jackie Aina palette because I do have it on deck. Y'all already know. If you like this look, please stay tuned.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank everybody out there for their purchase. You surely appreciate it. What you about to witness is my thoughts. Just my thoughts, man. Right or wrong, just what I was feeling at the time. You ever felt like this? You vibe with me. Walk with a nigga, man. Slide with me.
All right, guys. Hey there. So we are hopping right on in with my eyebrows already done and cleaned up with concealer. Now we're gonna lay down that base eyeshadow, and the shadow that I'm using is a reddish brown and it's called GoodWood. It is one of my eyeshadows that you can find on my website. But yeah, we're gonna use that as a base shadow, sort of on, it's like above the crease and into the crease, sort of. So you want to get a really good layer of that on, and you want to also blend that out nicely. So yeah, that's what you're gonna see me doing here, is getting that eyeshadow laid down and blending it out. And guys, I'm just taking this bigger, fluffier brush and evening, trying to get an even layer with it. Anyway, now I'm going in with Teddy, and I am putting that on the eyelids, taking it up into the crease and allowing it to meet with GoodWood. So yeah, just packing that on, getting a good layer of that on there. And I don't know if I mentioned, but this is one of my eyeshadows. Gotta let you know. You can find it on my website as well. And now I'm going back in with that brush that I was using the first time for GoodWood, and I do believe I had a little bit of eyeshadow on there, a little bit of the GoodWood on there, and just kind of blending where that GoodWood and Teddy meets, giving us an even blend. Alright, and now I am going into my corners of my eyelid with a little black eyeshadow. This is another one of my eyeshadows that you can find on my website. So I'm not going in too much, just trying to do a little bit of a smoke on the outer corners, as you can see here. It's sort of like I'm extending my lash line. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, we don't want to do too much with that. Just concentrate it right there on the outer edge and blend it out a little bit, but not really doing much with it. We just want to give it a little bit of a smoke on the end, if that makes sense. Alright, and now I am going in with the color Ginger. This is an eyeshadow that you can find in the Aina palette with the collaboration she did with Anastasia Beverly Hills. I don't think you can buy that palette anymore, but you know, it is a classic. If you missed out, then you missed out. But it's a really beautiful brown. It's like an orangey brown. The name is Ginger, and I'd say it's pretty fitting of the color. And we're just putting that at the very edge of the GoodWood, just to give it a orangey hue. And now I am going under my brows, right there on the brow bone. Sorry guys, I cannot speak today. I'm just not thinking correctly. Nothing is coming out right, but I'm going over my brow bone with Brulee to give it that little bit of highlight. Alright, now we're gonna get into our foundation, but first we must prime. And I am using Fenty's hydrating primer. I don't know if that's the exact name of it, but it is the hydrating primer. And I am using my Fenty hydrating foundation. And I believe my color is 385. Yeah, I think it's 385. And just blending that out with a brush. And I believe that's a Real Techniques brush that I'm using.
You too often, baby, you can give us something, baby, you can ride all the time, oh baby, I'm talking crazy.
Just making sure I get an even layer all over my face. And it's time to take that bonnet off because we cannot get to that forehead, child. So give me a second while I do that and get right back to it. Right now I'm taking my beauty blender and I am patting that into my skin. I always do this, just, you know, because it just adds a more natural beat look. Like it makes the foundation look like it's skin. So now I am going in with my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Toffee, adding a nice even layer of this. And as you guys know, I always suggest letting it sit for a little while. I have my handy dandy fan with me. It comes in clutch to speed up that process, but you definitely want to give it a little time to set. And once I see that it has set a little bit, now I am going to go ahead and blend it with a Real Techniques brush. And we're going back in with that beauty blender, of course. But we're not gonna stop here. We're actually going to, well, I like to add another layer of highlight, so I'm gonna go in with an even lighter concealer. And I'm just gonna do my inner corners, like down the side of my nose, and then right there at the edge of my eyes, to give that uplifted effect. Yeah, I just like to add that extra layer of brightness. Now I'm going in with a contour color. This is still a LA Girl Pro Concealer. This color that I'm using is called Beautiful Bronze. And I forgot to mention that lighter concealer that I have on my eyes. That color I believe is medium beige. But you know, I list everything in the description box below, so if there's anything that you want to buy, you can go ahead and look up those links down in the description box. So yeah, I'm just gonna start by blending out the contour, and child, let me tell you, I used too much, on top of the fact that I really just did not know what I was doing. But we're not gonna talk about that, okay? You will see that this ends up looking a muddy mess on my face. However, somehow the look came out beautiful. You'll see in the end. But look at that. Ooh, it's a mess, child. A whole mess. I ended up switching brushes because that last brush just was not doing it for me. So alright, and I'm going to go back in and blend that concealer now that it has settled a little bit. Take it down the bridge of my nose, on my forehead, just to highlight those areas. And I'm sure I'm going to go back in with my beauty blender. Yep. Give it that final blend. Alright, now it's time to go in with some setting powder. I am using the Buttercup setting powder. And because I have dry skin, I can't really do any baking, so I'm just, you know, adding a light layer. And that usually does the trick for me. And I'm using the rest of that contour color that was on that brush that I did not like, and I'm just going down the side of my nose with that. I'm not a pro at contouring my nose, but I do try, and that was my attempt. And now I am adding some setting powder under that contour, that heavy cheek contour that I did. But now we're moving on, and to be honest with you guys, I'm not sure if that eyeshadow that I'm putting on my bottom lash line is black or teddy. I'm almost willing to bet that it is teddy. So yeah, I am just adding that to the bottom lash line. And then I'm going to go over the edge of that with the GoodWood. Alright, and I have already lined my bottom waterline, and now I am lining my top waterline with a Joa eyeliner pencil. It's a black eyeliner. And now I'm going to be adding a pop of like a silvery goldish color. It's called Pearl. You can find that on my website. Just adding that as a pop of highlight on my inner corners, and it does make all the difference. I love it, I love it, I love it. And just a FYI, you guys can buy my eyeshadows in a collection of shadows, or you can pick and choose which ones you want and purchase them as singles as well. So go check me out. Now I am going ahead and adding like a bronzer, and this is a MAC mineralized powder, pressed powder in deep dark. Now I'm adding a highlight, and this is also a MAC product, and this is called Global Glow. Just adding it on top of that bronzer and down the bridge of my nose. Now I'm going in with my Milani Baked blush, and I don't know the name of it actually, which is, I think it's called Luminoso. I don't know. Make sure you check the description box below. And we're almost to the finish line. We are adding our setting spray. That is the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. And now I am going in with my Inglot Gel Eyeliner. Gotta switch up brushes because that one was just not working for me. And I don't know if y'all can tell, I'm sure you can tell now, I was struggling with that liner. Definitely had to go in and clean up the edges with some concealer. right, now that we're done struggling with that eyeliner, let's go ahead and struggle with these lashes. To be honest with you guys, when I was filming this, I was actually trying out a bunch of different lashes, trying to figure out which lashes I wanted to choose for my lash line. And I cannot even remember which lashes these were, but what I will say is I do have similar lashes on my website, and they are called the Westside Fly XXLs. And I'm following up with some mascara to blend my natural lashes in with my false lashes. I always do my mascara after applying my lashes. I know people like to do the mascara before applying lashes, but my eyelashes usually get in my way and they become super stiff after adding the mascara. So it's just easier for me to put the lashes on first and then add the mascara to blend. So we are pretty much done, ladies. I'm just gonna put my hair into a cute hairstyle because that was a lot of braids, y'all. I cannot wear it down like that. And we're gonna ignore this lip color. I had actually went to, I think, Family Dollar and was like, hey, I want to try some cheap lipsticks, and these lipsticks do not go with this look at all, but I was just trying something new, so we're just gonna roll with it. Oh yeah, and I added my Mauvkle lip gloss on top, which kind of brought it all together, you know? Anyway, we are done. This is the finished look. Gorgeous, isn't it? I absolutely love the way this turned out. I hope you guys do too. Let me know down in the comment box below.
And don't forget to like this video and subscribe before you go if you haven't already. Bye.